What's the biggest family secret you never meant to find? My dad used to call me his little helper and told me I was the best at organizing because I could find anything in seconds. So when he asked me to clean out the garage while he was at work, I said yes without thinking twice. I started with the easy stuff like old paint cans and broken lawn chairs. But behind a stack of Christmas boxes, I found a metal filing cabinet I'd never seen before. It was locked, but the key was taped underneath like someone forgot it was there. Inside were folders with labels like taxes and insurance, normal stuff. But at the bottom was a manila envelope with no label. And inside were photos of a house I didn't recognize. A nice one with a blue door and flowers in the window boxes, and in every photo was my dad. But he wasn't alone. There was a woman I'd never seen and two kids, a boy and a girl about my age, and they were all smiling like a family on vacation. I told myself maybe they were cousins or something, but then I found a birthday card. It said happy 40th to the best dad ever, and was signed Emma and Mason. My dad turned 40 last month. We had cake at Applebee's and my mom gave him a watch, but this card had different handwriting and a different date. It was from 2 weeks ago. My hands started shaking, but I kept looking. There was a lease agreement for the Blue Door House. Monthly payments of $1,800. My dad's name at the bottom. The address was only 45 minutes away in Riverside. That's where he said his new job site was, where he'd been working Saturdays for the past 3 years. I sat on the garage floor with papers spread around me like evidence. Little things started making sense. Why dad's phone had 2 cases. Why he sometimes called me Emma by mistake. Why he was so tired on Sundays. Why mom stopped asking about his overtime pay. I took photos of everything and put it back exactly how I found it. That night at dinner, dad asked how the garage looked. I said good and kept eating my spaghetti. Mom didn't talk much. She never did anymore. After dinner, dad said he had to run to Home Depot for something, but I knew he wasn't going to Home Depot. I waited 20 minutes, then told mom I was going to my friend's house, but instead, I drove to Riverside. My hands were sweaty on the steering wheel, and my phone GPS kept recalculating like it was confused too. When I found the Blue Door House, dad's truck was in the driveway. The porch light was on, and through the window I could see them eating dessert. The kids were laughing at something on TV. The woman touched dad's shoulder as she cleared plates. I sat in my car for an hour just watching. Part of me wanted to knock on the door. Part of me wanted to drive through it, but I just sat there feeling like I was watching a movie about someone else's life, except the main character was wearing my dad's face. When I got home, mom was in the kitchen making tea. She looked at me for a long time, then asked if I found what I was looking for. I started to lie, but the words got stuck, so I just nodded. She turned back to her tea and said she's known for 2 years. Said she stays for the health insurance and because divorce is expensive. Said the other family doesn't know about us either. That was 6 months ago. Dad still works Saturdays in Riverside. Mom started taking pottery classes. And me? I don't help organize anymore. Some things are better left unfound. But every time dad calls me his little helper, I think about Emma and Mason eating dessert in the house with the blue door, and I wonder if he calls them that too.